So, if you're an online course creator, you are part of something huge right now. It's an incredibly exciting time. But there's this hidden landmine that a lot of creators don't even see coming, and it could literally put your entire business at risk. So, let's dive in and untangle this legal web that every single creator really needs to understand. And I mean, there's no question about it. The market for online courses is absolutely exploding. It's just a fantastic way for you to share what you know with the whole world. All these platforms have made it easier than ever to build a course, connect with an audience, and, make a living doing what you love. It's an awesome opportunity. But here's the question you have to ask yourself. While you're busy creating all this amazing, high-value content, could you be accidentally opening yourself up to some really serious legal trouble? Using that cool image you found, or a clip of a video, or some background music. It might seem totally harmless, but trust me, it can have major consequences. And look, I'm not talking about theoretical dangers here. The consequences are very, very real. They can range from just a simple takedown notice all the way to lawsuits that could completely shut down your business. To really get a handle on these dangers, we've got to start with the foundation of it all: intellectual property. Okay, so at the heart of this whole thing is one word: copyright. The easiest way to think about it is like this. When somebody creates something original, a photo, a song, a blog post, whatever, the law automatically gives them the keys. They get to control how it's used. And if you use it without getting their permission, well, you're basically trying to drive their car without asking. And that is exactly where the legal trouble begins. What this table shows so well is that it's not just one thing you have to worry about. We've talked about copyright, right? That can lead to some seriously heavy fines. But look at the other stuff. Using a famous brand's logo in your slides could be trademark infringement. And that stock photo you paid a few bucks for, if you break one of the tiny rules in its license agreement, you could still get a takedown notice. The danger really can come from multiple directions. And a lawsuit is often just the first domino to fall. It's a chain reaction. One copyright strike can get your entire account suspended from your course platform. That, in turn, really damages your professional reputation. When that happens, you lose student trust, which means future sales just dry up. These hidden costs, honestly, can be way more devastating than the initial legal bill. So you might be wondering, why do so many smart creators get this wrong? Well, it usually boils down to a massive misunderstanding about one specific legal idea. Let's talk about what I call the fair use trap. This is the one. This is the thought process that gets countless creators into hot water. The thinking goes, well, the law says fair use can be for teaching, and I'm teaching, so I'm good to go. It makes sense on the surface, but unfortunately, that assumption is just dangerously wrong. And this just lays it out perfectly. Most creators see fair use as this simple, clear rule, like a get-out-of-jail-free card for education. But the legal reality? It's not a rule at all. It's a complicated, super subjective legal defense. That means whether your use is actually fair isn't something you decide, it's something a judge decides after you've already been sued. So if you do end up in court, a judge is going to pull out this four-factor test, and it's incredibly unpredictable. First, they look at your purpose. Since you're selling your course, that's a commercial use, which is already kind of strike one. Then they'll look at the original work, how much of it you used, and then, the big one, did your course hurt the original creator's ability to make money from their own work? As you can see, betting your business on this is a huge, huge gamble. Okay, so that's the problem. It's a serious one, but it is absolutely not a hopeless situation. So let's shift gears now and talk about the solution. There are clear, safe ways to find and use content that will protect your business and let you get back to focusing on what you do best, which is teaching. You basically have three safe roads you can take here. First, the most direct one, just get permission. That means buying a license or getting a simple email that says, yes, you can use this. Just make sure you get it in writing. Second, use what's called open content. Search for stuff in the public domain or with a Creative Commons license, but always, always read the fine print, because some don't allow commercial use. But that third path, that one's the gold standard. Honestly, the safest, most bulletproof way to avoid all these risks is to just create your own content. Make your own graphics, record your own videos, design your own slides. Not only does this completely wipe out any legal worries, but it has a huge side benefit. It makes your course one of a kind and shows your students that you are a true expert.
All right, let's zoom out for a minute. This isn't just about dodging penalties. It's about building a business that's going to last, a brand that people respect. And to do that, you've got to bake some key practices right into your workflow.
Here's a super simple checklist to keep you safe. First, always stick to trusted sources. We're talking paid stock photo sites or official open source libraries, not just a random image search. Second, make a permissions folder in your Google Drive or Dropbox and save every single license agreement. Third, once a year, just do a quick audit of your own courses. And finally, find a couple of legal blogs for creators to follow. Staying informed is just part of running a smart business these days. When it comes right down to it, this is about something much bigger than just legal strategy. This is about your brand. When you take the time to respect the work of other people, you're building a brand that stands for integrity. It sends a powerful message to your students and everyone in your industry that you're a true professional who values creativity, not just your own, but everyone's. So as you move forward on your journey as a creator, I'll just leave you with this one last thought. Take a really honest look at your courses. Is every single photo, every video clip, every piece of music building that trustworthy brand you want to create? Or is there maybe just one little borrowed asset in there that's putting everything you've worked so hard for at risk?